Gary Symington from Debt Free America is here with some helpful tips, and boy, can I use them.
Yeah.
Good morning, Gary.
You and me both.
It seems like guys in general have this problem.
Yeah, we have a piling problem, I think, is what it is. We like to see the mountains of paperwork pile up, but we have some tips, hopefully, to get people out of that habit.
And really, is this time of year because you're done with taxes, so you've got that pile.
That's right.
And then you got all these bills piling up. Everything just piles.
Yeah, just after you get done with the holidays and all the receipts, and then you get through your taxes and all those receipts, now it's time to kind of get organized.
All right, and we're gonna organize this into 4 particular tips here, and we'll throw them up here on the board.
Okay.
And the first one is to throw out old paperwork. Easier said than done. How do you go about doing that?
Easier said than done. You know, the first thing you want to do is get organized. Get yourself a file box or a file folder, and make individual headings for each of those things, where credit card statements go in, bank statements, auto policies, house things. You can't get organized. If you can't get organized, you don't know what to throw away. So that's the first spot.
Yeah.
And
like credit card bills and stuff like that, though, do you really need to hang on to those, and how long?
Yeah, each one has their own thing. We say with credit card bills to hang on to it for a month, just to make sure all the transactions are valid.
Make sure they fit. You're talking about receipts and everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then make sure to go back in the prior month to do a comparison of your spending habits to see if you can cut back too. It's always a good tip.
But longer than a couple of months, you really don't need to hold on to most receipts unless it's something that's got a warranty. And
the biggest thing is going to be taxes. You want to create a separate tax file for each year, and the IRS has said we'll audit you up to 6 years. So you definitely want to keep it at least that long.
That's a whole nother monster pile.
It sure is. It sure is.
It can be. All right, let's pick the second. Organize your documents.
That's right.
We kind of talked about that a little bit.
File folder, file box, and you know, you have to know going into it every single year that you're going to go into this file folder, file box, and figure out whether it's time to shred it or whether it's time to long-term store it. And that's part of this process, and that's an important part of the process.
A shredder really needs to be part of your repertoire.
Yeah, you know, there's two parts. There's 2 actual purchases you could do to get yourself organized here, and that would be a scanner and a shredder. The scanner is going to help you keep everything more organized, and a shredder is going to help you to destroy it properly.
And a good shredder, too. I bought the cheap kind that don't last very long. You got to go out and get another one and another one.
Any more than 2 pages in a jam, so that's not a good shredder.
All right, let's throw back up here. And this isn't just paperwork, obviously. This is all about the computer age. Protect your logins.
Absolutely. You know, the FTC in 2007 alone received 800,000 complaints of fraud or identity theft. And
how many?
800,000
oh my gosh
complaints of fraud or identity theft. So total claims on that, about 1.2 billion in losses.
So what do you do?
It's such a huge issue. Number one, you want to check your credit, because you can always tell from your credit if there's some funny activity going on. And then the second thing you can do is to do exactly that. Get a shredder. Make sure any of your personal documents that you're putting in the trash just don't go there. Make sure you shred them all.
What about safeguards on the computer these days? How well are you protected there?
Yeah, you know, it's a tough battle to keep your password safe.
Do you need to buy things for your computer to do that? Or?
You know, there are software programs out there, peripheral programs, but you know, as long as you don't write down a list of your passwords somewhere near your computer, so if somebody broke in, and as long as you're fairly good,
if you don't have it posted on your computer screen.
That's right. And secured sites will typically have, instead of HTTP, they'll have HTTPS. So make sure when you log into your bank statements, if it's a secured site, you should be fairly safe.
All right, now let's throw up the 4th one on the screen. I think we briefly talked about this one as well, but prevent identity theft.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the most important things you can do to keep yourself and your financial future going strong. Is to
you know, you say you have this problem. I joke, I have this problem. So what do you do? What is it that you do that keeps it off the table, keeps it off the counters?
The best thing you can do is give yourself a week time frame to get it into a file folder. And any more than a week, and you know, those monthly bills, they come in awful quick. So any more than a week, and you're looking at a mountain of trouble.
Here's my paranoia. I'll put it away in a drawer, a bill that I need to pay, and then I don't pay it because it's in the drawer. So that's why I always leave it out. But
what we tell our people is to write the checks, create the bill
right away,
put the envelopes in a storage, and then put the documents and statements in the statement box.
I'll try that.
It's a good way to go.
All right. Thanks so much, Gary. Appreciate it.
Thank you for